Breaking news from Arsenal as well. James Green is there for us. James, good to see you tonight. Tell us more.
Yeah, we've been waiting all day for this one, Emma, as Arsenal have posted the final piece of the puzzle is through the building. It is confirmed.
Arsenal. In the ever-evolving landscape of the Premier League, the latest whispers from North London suggest that Mikel Arteta has finally zeroed in on the missing piece of his defensive puzzle. Marc Guehi, the Crystal Palace captain and England stalwart, has long been admired for his composure and leadership, but recent reports indicate that interest has shifted into high gear. For Arsenal fans, the prospect of Guehi joining an already formidable backline is a statement of intent, signalling that the Gunners are not just looking to compete, but to dominate the English top flight for years to come. Mikel Arteta's philosophy has always been built on the foundation of a proactive, ball-playing defence. While William Saliba and Gabriel have formed arguably the best partnership in Europe, the grueling schedule of modern football demands more than just two elite options. Guehi represents the perfect Arteta-style defender, a player who is as comfortable driving the ball into midfield as he is making a last-ditch recovery tackle. His tactical intelligence and experience as a leader at Selhurst Park make him an ideal fit for a dressing room that prides itself on discipline and high standards. The logistics of the deal seem to be aligning at the perfect moment. With Guehi entering the final stages of his contract at Crystal Palace, the power has shifted toward the player and his potential suitors. While Palace have fought hard to keep their prize asset, the allure of Champions League football and the chance to work under Arteta's meticulous coaching appear to have tilted the scales in Arsenal's favour. Insiders suggest that personal terms and the player's desire to remain in London have made this feel less like a rumour and more like a done deal in the eyes of the footballing world. The defensive blueprint. One of the primary reasons Arteta is so keen on Guehi is his ability to play across the backline. Although naturally right-footed, Guehi has spent a significant portion of his career playing as a left-sided centre-back, a role that requires immense technical skill to maintain the team's passing angles. This versatility is gold for Arteta, who often shifts his tactical setup mid-game. Having a player who can seamlessly rotate with Gabriel or step in for Saliba without a drop in quality provides a level of security that Arsenal have lacked during previous title run-ins. Furthermore, Guehi's arrival would address the growing need for homegrown talent within the squad. As Arsenal continue to expand their global reach, maintaining a core of English internationals remains vital for both Premier League registration rules and the club's cultural identity. Joining the likes of Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka, Guehi would be the latest Lion to join the ranks at the Emirates, further solidifying the club as the primary destination for the best English talent in the country. From a statistical perspective, Guehi's numbers at Crystal Palace are nothing short of elite. He consistently ranks in the top percentiles for passing accuracy and progressive carries, two metrics that are non-negotiable in Arteta's system. Unlike traditional no-nonsense defenders, Guehi excels at reading the game, often intercepting play before a crisis occurs. This proactive style mirrors Saliba's approach, potentially creating a defensive rotation that is almost impossible for opposition strikers to rattle. The financial side of the deal also reflects a more clinical Arsenal in the transfer market. Rather than overpaying for a project player, the Gunners are moving for a proven Premier League performer at a point where his market value is optimised by his contract situation. Reports suggest a fee in the region of £40 million to £50 million, a figure that looks like a bargain when compared to the record-breaking sums spent on defenders by their rivals. It is a calculated move that allows the club to remain flexible in other areas of the pitch. Integrating the new recruit. Tactically, Guehi's integration would likely see him compete for a starting spot immediately. While breaking up the Saliba-Gabriel axis is no small feat, the sheer volume of games across the Premier League, FA Cup, and Champions League means Guehi would see ample minutes. Arteta has shown a willingness to play three at the back or use a hybrid defender who can tuck into midfield, and Guehi's agility makes him a prime candidate for these complex roles. The reaction from the Arsenal faithful has been one of overwhelming positivity. After years of defensive fragility, the transformation under the current regime has been remarkable. Adding a player of Guehi's caliber feels like the final layer of armor being added to a tank. Fans have taken to social media to praise the club's recruitment team, led by Edu Gaspar, for their ability to identify and secure targets that fit the manager's specific vision so precisely. Crystal Palace, on the other hand, will find it difficult to replace a man who has become the heartbeat of their defence. Since joining from Chelsea, Guehi has matured into one of the most respected captains in the league. His departure will leave a significant void in South London, but the consensus is that he has outgrown his current surroundings. A move to Arsenal is viewed as the natural next step for a player who is destined to be a regular starter for the England national team for the next decade. As the January window progresses, all signs point to an official announcement sooner rather than later. Whilst Here We Go hasn't officially been called by every major outlet, the frequency and consistency of the report suggest that the framework of the agreement is solid. Arteta's smile in recent press conferences, when asked about defensive reinforcements, has only added fuel to the fire, leaving supporters in a state of high anticipation. In conclusion, the acquisition of Marc Guehi would represent a masterstroke for Arsenal. It combines tactical necessity with market savvy and domestic prestige. As the Gunners push for silverware on multiple fronts, having a player of Guehi's quality and character could be the difference between a nearly season and a historic one. If the deal crosses the line as expected, the rest of the Premier League should be very worried about the wall being built in North London.